Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we are talking about Napoleon, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in Napoleon, it deals with the life and legacy of Napoleon Bonaparte, the French emperor who made an attempt to try and conquer all of Europe. And the movie stars Juaquin Phoenix as Napoleon himself and is directed by Ridley Scott. Okay, so first of all, what I liked about this movie, I think Juaquin Phoenix is a very good Napoleon Bonaparte. He had all this strength and was able to conquer half of Europe during the process. But at the same time, he was also a human being. His biggest weakness was his first wife, Josephine, which that does have a major level of importance in the film. And Juaquin Phoenix actually does a very good job. He shows strength when his character needs to show strength. And when he's at his most vulnerable, his most emotional, it's around Josephine. Speaking of Josephine, I think Vanessa Kirby was very good in this film as well. She plays Napoleon's first wife, Josephine, and some historians would argue is, soulmate essentially. And that's kind of what this movie argues as well. Josephine is arguably the most important figure in Napoleon's life in this film. She bears the brunt of Napoleon's, kind of weaker side, his more emotional side. That way, when he's out there being the emperor, he can just project strength. I'm not saying bear the brunt as in he abused her. That's not really what happened. I'm saying bear the brunt as in be his emotional support. And as far as the story goes, the narrative goes, for the most part, this movie is very well written. Off the stuff that's going on, you understand what's going on and what led to it. However, there are a few parts where I feel like it was kind of rushed. I'll get to that later though. But for the most part, I think this film had a very well written narrative. And director Ridley Scott's execution is very strong. Ridley Scott, he knew what to do with how to handle some of the stuff in the film. How to handle the portrayal of combat. How to handle the portrayal of massacres. It can get very dark sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. And visually speaking, the movie looks great. That's all I can say. It looks great. However, I do have some issues with this film. The biggest one is it felt rushed. Period, end of discussion. I think this movie should have been at least half an hour longer, because there are some sequences in this film that are insanely important. Insanely important for you to know, for people in general to know, and some of it's montaged. Battle of Waterloo, the creation of Battle of Waterloo is also done way too quickly. That was definitely very rushed. This is coming from someone who studied the Battle of Waterloo. As a professional historian, mind you, but as like a amateur history buff. I also think, I know I just complained about the movie's too short, but I also do think that the pacing is inconsistent. Some stuff goes by very smoothly, some stuff goes by a little too slowly. All in all, what do I think of Napoleon? I think this is a good movie. It's nothing great. I don't see it as like an Oscar contender film. Then again, I don't really care for the Oscars too much anymore. I do think this is a good movie, and I would say if you guys want to check it out, it's worth checking out. It's not a perfect film. I'm gonna give Napoleon a 7. That's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Badetsky will return. Hello everybody. This is just a quick reminder that my crowdfunding campaign is live, and I highly encourage everyone to please donate to it and make the movie happen, whatever you can, and help get the film made.